Hello, Lovetuner Frequency Tribe. We have here Sigmar Berg, the founder of Lovetuner, to join us on another Q&A session.
Hey, Lovetuner friends and family. I'm always happy to answer your questions, and I think I had it spot on. And if you have any further questions, we are always here. Just send us an email, reach out on social media, read my book, a lot of answers in there too. And yeah, let's get started.
Our first question comes from Jaden. He says, I've been struggling with anxiety for years. I've watched your Q&A sessions, but I'm wondering, can the Lovetuner help me manage my anxiety on a day-to-day basis?
Thank you for your question, Jaden. I mean, the Lovetuner can absolutely help you because you do a profound breathing break. You connect to the power of the 528 Hertz. And in this frequency, no stress and anxiety can exist. This is like darkness cannot exist in the room of light. But what I always recommend is like that's maybe whatever anxiety, stress comes up and you just want to release it quick, then do a breathing cycle, use the Lovetuner. But it's more important to not tap into the stuff that creates anxiety in the first place. So the Lovetuner is for sure a great help, but also live consciously and mindfulness in a different kind of vibration. You know, like if you get anxiety from various things, then really try to retreat yourself, find yourself, spend time in nature. That's always the best thing to do.
Our next question comes from Liam. He says, I'm trying to quit smoking and nothing seems to work. Can using the Lovetuner help me break this habit and stay calm during cravings?
Liam, thank you for your question. I mean, you know, struggling with nicotine, no matter if it's vaping or cigarettes, it's a strong addiction. And we got great results from people reporting to us that they overcame this addiction. I mean, it definitely takes away the craving because a certain part, besides the addiction to nicotine itself, is just like you want to have a breathing break, and that's what you actually do. You inhale through the vape, you inhale through the cigarette. So that's a very deep breathing break that you're actually taking, so it relaxes you. I mean, the negative benefits of cigarettes we all know, but the Lovetuner can give you exactly this release when you have this craving. So yeah, I encourage you highly to give it a try.
Our next question comes from Sophia. She says, I deal with a lot of stress at work. How can I integrate the Lovetuner into my workday to stay focused and calm?
Sophia, thank you for your question. Yes, the Lovetuner can absolutely help you with stress at your workplace, in your corporate environment. It's very important that you recognize when it's building up, when you feel that you get stressed out, you get anxious or whatnot, and then use the Lovetuner consciously. Find a quiet place, use the Lovetuner, do this breathing break, connect to this frequency, and it releases stress in no time, and it will recalibrate you, balance you, and then you go back in a different altered state of mind and continue what you have been doing before, but just on a more relaxed level.
Our next question comes from Noah. He says, I love the concept of the Lovetuner, but I have trouble with consistency. How often do you recommend tuning to see the best results?
Noah, thank you for your question. Consistency is important as it is everywhere. Consistency is the key to success, and also with spiritual practices, with mindfulness. What I would recommend you is that you really start tuning right away in the morning to set the tone of the day, if you want to call it like this. And whenever something comes up during your daytime, whenever you feel you could use a little tune-up, do it, but try to make at least 3 conscious breathing breaks, 3 conscious tuning breaks a day. So in the morning, then when it comes something up during the daytime, do 6 cycles, inhale through the nose, exhale through the tuner, and then I would recommend you before you go to bed. And it will give you for sure better sleep, it will be more relaxed, and this is what I can recommend you, but overall, tune as much as you can.
Our next question comes from Lucas. He says, I've heard a lot about how the Lovetuner can help with emotional balance, but I sometimes experience mood swings. Can tuning help stabilize these fluctuations?
Thanks, Lucas, for your question. Yes, if you're struggling with mood swings, I can highly recommend you to use the Lovetuner, integrate it into your daily routine, because it will stabilize you, it will help you to focus, to balance, and just be overall more centered.
Our next question comes from Isabella. She says, I've been following your content for a while now, but I have a personal question. How can tuning with my partner strengthen our relationship and communication?
Isabella, thank you for your question. Tuning together, and I don't know if you saw it, we even launched a product. It's called the Duet. It's actually for couples, and it holds 2 love tuners. And it was not that we wanted to create another product, but what we experienced through all these years we are doing this is that it helps a lot. When 2 people connect on this frequency together, do a breathing exercise, connect on the 528 hertz frequency carpet, it helps you. It's a connection beyond the spoken word. It's a connection beyond the blah, blah, blah. And you really invited to feel the frequency of your partner, of your kids, of whatever, your friends. But especially in couples, where you don't want to have anything that separates you, go into the sound carpet, connect on this frequency, and let really your heart speak from heart to heart, and you can absolutely strengthen your connection.
Our next question comes from Ethan. He says, I've been using breathwork techniques, but I've never combined them with sound healing. How do you recommend using the Lovetuner to get the most out of my breathwork practice?
Thank you, Ethan, for your question. Yes, integrate the Lovetuner in your breathwork techniques. You can use it before and after, or the Lovetuner can even replace, breathwork techniques. Because what it does is, when it connects you to the power of 528 hertz, it gives you an audible feedback on your breathing. And the power of breathwork, I don't have to explain it to you, but the beauty of the 528 hertz frequency is the magic of it. It aligns your water molecules. It gives you the feeling of relaxation. It connects you to the source, and overall it helps you to heal and restructure. The Lovetuner is an easy way to connect sound healing through breathwork.
Our next question comes from Mia. She says, I work in a high-pressure environment. How can I discreetly use the Lovetuner during my breaks without disrupting my flow at work?
Mia, thank you for your question. The Lovetuner should not be played loud. It's not about volume, it's about the frequency, it's about the vibration. So you should actually have a very low audible tone that you try to extend through the whole length of your exhale. And even if you play it at your desk, nobody should be bothered. But if you feel better and if you want to close your eyes and zoom out, step away from your desk and do it. You don't need to play the Lovetuner loud to enjoy its effects.
Our next question comes from Alexander. He says, I suffer from insomnia. I've tried meditation, but nothing sticks. Can the Lovetuner be a useful tool to improve my sleep? And how should I use it before bed?
Alexander, yes, the Lovetuner can absolutely help you with insomnia. It's important to do it before you go to bed, to do a conscious breathing break, to do a conscious connection to this frequency, and then just really wind down. But it's also important that you don't do anything else in this time. So it should be the last thing what you do before you go to bed. So we all know blue lights are not healthy, they will keep you up. And also when you eat too late, this is just the basics. But in general, the Lovetuner is a great way, when you go into stage and you're getting tired and you lay in your bed already and you just tune, basically you're tuning out. You're tuning out of the day, it's just literally you fading from one reality into your dream world. And this is a beautiful thing to do it with the Lovetuner.
Our next question comes from Charlotte. She says, I've heard you talk about the power of breath work, but how does the Lovetuner make that more effective? What's the difference when tuning?
Hey Charlotte, thank you for your question. Yes, we all know the power of breath work, and there's different devices out there. You can have your own breathing techniques. What the Lovetuner makes it so outstanding is because you are connecting actually your breath work to the power of 528 hertz frequency. And while you do a conscious breathing break, the Lovetuner gives you an audible feedback so you know how strong or how good your exhale and inhale is. And what you do on a physical level is you are connected to this frequency. It aligns your water molecules in your body. It gives you the feeling of relaxation. And on a spiritual level, you're inviting love in your life because the 528 hertz frequency is also known as the love frequency, and that's something where you want to be in your state of mind. So keep it as your secret weapon, and the secret weapon is love.
Our next question comes from Amelia. She says, I'm going through a tough time emotionally, and I'd love to know how tuning with the Lovetuner could help me heal. Can it really ease my emotional pain?
Hi, Amelia. Sorry to hear, but yes, I mean, it's a great tool, and it's also sometimes, there's a lot of stuff what is out of your control, and sometimes emotional stuff is out of your control, and the Lovetuner can bring you back to yourself. It can bring you back to center yourself, to be aware of your frequency, who you really are, and that's what is important. So whatever goes on in your life emotionally, some stuff you cannot control, but you can control how you feel about yourself. And by tuning, you will reconnect to yourself. You will come to your authentic truths. And the more you're in tune, you will see that the outer world is sometimes not even that important, and don't give power to the stuff that makes you feel uncomfy. Don't feel into the stuff that is out of your control. Really go inwards, use the Lovetuner, focus on yourself, and bring self-love to yourself, and be as authentic as you can be.
Our next question comes from James. He says, I found your book fascinating, especially the parts about spiritual laws and frequency. Can you explain how I can apply the spiritual laws you talk about to improve my emotional well-being?
James, thank you for your question, and thank you for reading my book. I'm happy you liked it. I mean, the spiritual laws, they're basically here as a guidance for you, in your life. And when you follow them and really integrate them into your life, it will help you. It's not like, it doesn't tell you to get up at 6 o'clock in the morning, but it gives you more deeper understanding about the connection to yourself, to nature, our connection to the universe. And then these are just the universal spiritual laws. And the more you read about them, the more you integrate them, you will recognize when you're in alignment with them.
Our next question comes from William. He says, how can I set up a one-on-one Zoom session with you, Sigmar? I'd love to tune with your help and learn more about how to deepen my personal practice with the Lovetuner.
William, thank you for your question. Check out lovetuner.com. You will find one-on-one tuning on there. And yeah, book a session. And I'm looking forward to go into a deep tuning with you, connect to the 528 Hertz frequency, and share my knowledge about frequency, vibration, and the power of love.
Our next question comes from Oliver. He asks, can you share more about the Lovetuner Foundation's mission? How does it support global wellness and mental health? And how can we get involved in contributing to this positive change?
Oliver, thank you for your question. Yeah, the Lovetuner Foundation is very dear to my heart, and this is actually how everything started. And this was about healing community, bringing communities together. And our two main focuses is the next generation. So we have a lot of mindfulness programs for schools. And we also work with trauma healing, PTSD, suicide prevention. Please check out lovetunerfoundation.org if you want to get involved. We're always very happy to find support in this very dear mission to us.
Our next question comes from Christian. He says, can you explain how frequency-tuned water works and how it ties into using the Lovetuner?
Christian, thank you for your question. Yeah, the 528 Hertz frequency is very powerful. It restructures water. So if you want to check out our homepage on lovetuner.com, you will even see an experiment that was done where we tuned water under microscope, and you can see how it gets restructured. As soon as you expose water to 528 Hertz, it restructures the original hexagonal crystal shape of water, like the same form that water has when it comes out of a mountain spring. And when you drink this kind of water, it's way easier absorbed on a cellular level. So use a glass of water, use your tuner, tune 1 or 2 cycles, and then drink the water, enjoy it, and you are literally drinking restructured water, and it's very beneficial to us.
Our next question comes from Veronica. She says, I've been using the Lovetuner, and it's been helping me greatly, but sometimes I feel that I'm not using it right. Can you tell me what I can do in order to find out if I'm tuning correctly?
Veronica, thank you for your question. So I think the most important thing with tuning in general is to keep a low audible tone. It's not a whistle, it's a breathing device, and it connects you to the power of 528 Hertz. So what you should do is inhale as much as you can, open up your lungs, try to sit erect, and then like literally focus on your exhale and listen to the tone on a low audible volume, and it will give you a feedback on your breathing. And as soon as you feel that the tone is like not consistent anymore, you take another inhale through your nose, you hold in, and then you exhale again. And do this at least 6 times or however long it feels great for you. And most important is to stay in silence afterwards for like 30 seconds, because the power is really in the silence.
Our next question comes from Johan. He asks, what can someone expect during the one-on-one session with you, Sigmar?
Johan, thank you for your question. The one-on-one tuning session is beyond the classical spoken therapy. It's about understanding your own frequency and knowing what is in resonance with you and what is in dissonance with you. And this is what I try to explain people with very easy physical exercises and a core understanding about what it means to be in resonance with your true self and to become an authentic person.
Our next question comes from Julia. She asks, how does tuning in groups or with a partner amplify the healing effects of the Lovetuner?
Julia, thank you for this question. Tuning in a group is very powerful because the vibration of the Lovetuner even goes out of your body. It's not only the audible volume that you hear, it's literally vibration, and it goes measurable about 8 feet out of your body, so it's about 2.5 meters. And it's a very profound connection because everyone in this tuning connects on this sound carpet on a heartfelt level and connects to this love frequency. And remember, the power of love is out there to be shared.
We'd like to thank Sigmar Berg, founder of Lovetuner, for joining us on another Q&A session, and we'll see you in the next one.
I thank you all for these questions, and just remember, one world, one love, one tone. So stay tuned till next time. Thank you.